All right, so if you are currently feeling like you are just under attack and you're trying to support yourself, but you just keep sensing, just heaviness, maybe it's during your dreams, or it could be during your waking, or it could be both. But if you are sensing that you are being targeted and that you are being attacked in the spiritual realm, I want to invite you to something that has been so powerful in my life, which is waking and speaking prayers over my dream life. Because here's the thing. A lot of the time, especially like the more that we begin exercising our spiritual authority, the more we begin walking in the purpose and power that God has given us, as we begin, living into our destiny, the devil doesn't like that. And he wants to steal, to kill, and to destroy all that God has placed in our life. And he will find, he's conniving, right? He'll find, these ways to kind of sneak in. And a lot of the time it's through the back door of dreams, right? It's through these open doors from things that we watch, from conversations we have, from past experiences. And so in our waking life, we need to be battling. We need to be repenting, renouncing, and replacing those things with the word of God. But at the same time, and in addition to that, one of the things that God has revealed to me is, like, especially when I'm in those seasons where I'm just battling and breaking generational curses and doing that real active work because I'm sensing and seeing so clearly, God's like, guess what? All that you're doing here in the natural too, like, the devil knows. And he's not happy. And so in the dream life, I have found that, like, I've been attacked, right, in my subconscious. And so because God has given us the eyes to see and that spiritual discernment, if you are sensing something with your dreams and you're like, well, I don't know, how do I battle? You battle in the same way that you would, when you're awake, right? As soon as you wake up, you speak the word of God over that dream. You rebuke it, you renounce it, you replace it with God's words. Before you go to bed, speak over your mind, right? And just ask God to be with you in those dreams. And so I just wanted to come on here and just remind you that, like, warfare happens when in our waking life and in our sleeping life. And we need to understand that so that we can battle appropriately, so that we are not just wondering, well, why am I still under attack? I've been praying, I've been fasting. Are you also covering yourself during dreams? And are you noticing what maybe agreements you're breaking in like your waking life, but maybe the devil is trying to get you to come back into agreement with them via your dreams, via people in your dreams, via things that you're doing in your dreams, food that you're eating, whatever it is. But just pay attention to your dreams. That's what I wanted to come on today. Is if you're feeling attacked, pay attention to your dreams and use what you've got. We've been given weapons.